Hello everyone, how are you going? And welcome to New Zealand versus Canadian slang, the comparison of slang between two of Australia's relatives, neighbours, whatever you want to call them, they're kind of that, and so let's just see how they go.
Hey everyone! Basically, we're gonna make fun of each other's slang and try and guess what it means.
Are we gonna score this? Like, is it a comp?
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be doing Canadian versus New Zealand slang.
Not Australian.
It was a one time.
See, the fact that she even had to say something like that says a lot about New Zealand. It's often forgot off maps, it's often forgot out of people's brains, it's often just generally confused with Australia and thought it's part of it. Either way, it's just a lonely little cousin.
We just filmed.
New Zealand candy trying taste test.
Yeah, you should check that out by the way. Filmed that and we were like translating what we were saying. Okay. They pronounce Dex like dicks. Like, if you're like, oh my gosh.
Now see, that is something that Australia also shares, and I had never thought about it before until someone or something brought it to my attention. It might have been a TV show, I can't even remember what. Either way, I guess it would catch you off guard, especially if you're not used to it. It's obviously not your accent and you're going, hang on, what did you just say? And someone goes, oh, the deck of the ship, how hard is it? Check out that dick!
It's like so weird!
Well,
we should start. I feel like your slang's more cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be really embarrassing. The first one is bugger all.
Bugger roll? Bugger roll.
Bugger all.
Bugger all.
Yeah.
I feel
Surely this has to be the same as Australia when someone's saying, okay, you're doing bugger all today, you're doing nothing, you're doing whatever you want to say, but you're doing bugger all, bugger none.
like it means like when you are annoying someone, like you're bugging them.
guess so.
Bugger all is like nothing. Like,
Yes,
oh, how
okay.
much did you drink of that Sprite? Bugger all.
That's
like,
what
nothing.
it means?
Yeah.
Oh. What is a Timbit? I'm so excited that you don't know it. Oh my god.
Aha, see this is where I can play both sides of the coin for a few of these, so I get the Australian influence having the New Zealand one, and then also just my general knowledge of Canada now being able to lean into Canada and just be like, Timbits, donut holes you're talking about.
A Timbit.
A Timbit.
The end of a screwdriver.
It's the little donut hole. That's what it's called, a Timbit. Like
Like
when
in the
you
middle
go,
of a donut.
yeah,
Like,
when you go to Tim Hortons, which is
brand.
like our coffee shop, like our Starbucks,
wait, do you eat it?
you eat it. You buy Timbits. You buy like 20 Timbits for $5.
Now I'm just wondering what he's
20 Timbits for $5, that sounds like a pretty darn good deal. I mean, when was this made? 2016, alrighty then. Well, maybe the price has gone up a little bit, especially in very recent times, because I feel as though the entire world has gone up by about 50% in the last year. I mean, regardless, I can only imagine that they are still a pretty sweet deal just to be able to get, even if you're getting, I don't know, 20 for 10 or 20 for 7 or something like that, I guess that would be fairly reasonable, especially if they are coming with a bit of maple or something like that on the side. Yeah, I could swing that.
Now I'm just wondering what New Zealand does with all of its own Timbits.
Right? What do you do? You probably sell it to Canada.
No,
Like,
next.
no, that's not how it works. The whole point of the donut is that it doesn't have a center when you bake it, and so it bakes faster and more evenly, so you don't have to cook it for 4 hours as well. I mean, maybe originally that is where the Timbits came from. They just chopped a hole in the middle of a flat donut, but there is no way that any modern day bakery that is making a Torus-shaped donut is going to be just putting the hole in the middle and then taking it out again.
Next, carked it.
Cactus?
Carked it. Two words.
These are
Carked
Australian
it.
words.
Card it?
Carked it.
Carked it. Like,
Yeah.
you did it? I carked it. Like, I
No, you don't say you carked it. That is not going to be very good, because if you carked it, you're not going to be making this video. You're going to be, well, anywhere but basically just talking to us.
like, you did it? I carked it. Like, I conquered it.
Completed something.
It means you've died.
Yeah.
Or someone's died. Like, oh, she carked it.
That's so brutal!
This is New Zealand.
What is...
Nah, it's Australian slang. Get out of here. Stop stealing our words. You know, the car can also cark it. Machinery can cark it. You can cark it. Things can just cark it. It's as simple as that.
A puck bunny.
Puck bunny.
Like a hockey puck and then a bunny. Puck bunny.
Puck bunny.
Cover that you put on top of your hockey stick.
I mean, it could be that. It's a girl that loves hockey boys and they always go to a hockey boy game.
Well, then I guess that is certainly another one that I can add to my Canadian vocabulary. I mean, I've not heard it, but I'm not too surprised by that either, considering this is more along the lines of an Urban Dictionary phrase or sentence or word, even if you want to call it that. I'm not too surprised that I haven't heard of it, because it's not really slang if it is that, or maybe it is. Either way, as we can see from Canadian slang, a woman who goes to hockey games for the sole purpose of, well, I hadn't even read it yet, but wow, that's one level above what I thought she was talking about, because when she said it, I took it more along the lines of, oh, this puck bunny has more of a type, not that she's actually going out of her way to get with the players.
Here's a bonus. Do you know what puck means in New Zealand?
What?
Like, is this the same panties up crack?
A puck is a wedgie.
We call
That's
it
right.
puck.
Guys, I have a puck.
That is right, that one had just completely slipped my mind, but she's now re-jogged it because that was from the Australian versus New Zealand slang video where he was talking about all the different things, but that was definitely one that caught me off guard. But hey, I guess I'll give New Zealand a couple of brownie points because even though it is very random, and I would love to know who kind of invented it, it is just an incredible acronym that has come out of the blue.
Chock-a-block.
Chock-a-block?
Or chocker.
Is it when you throw something? Like you chuck a block?
Like you just ate 2 plates at a buffet. You're like, oh my god, I'm chock-a-block. Like
You're full.
super full. Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
how does that make sense?
It's just how it is.
Like I said, just another one that they have stolen from Australia. It is as simple as that, and it's not chocker. I mean, I guess it could be, but it's more chockers or chock-a-block. That's the two main ones. And honestly, it isn't even just from eating 2 plates at the buffet or anything like that. No. You have to be entering into the 4, 5, 6 plates territory to be really considered to be absolutely chockers. And I mean, of course, everyone knows that there is separate dessert columns and food columns and everything in the stomach, and sometimes people have hollow bones, but really, when you fill all of that up, that is finally when you're chockers. And to be fair to her guess, it certainly wouldn't be completely out of the blue for something to be chock-a-block considering you chuck something. Like if you're just piling it on top, let's say you're filling a skip, it's absolutely chockers because you chucked it. That doesn't mean the two things are anywhere related, but you can certainly find a way to fit them both in one sentence.
Like
You're full.
super full. Yeah.
Oh,
See,
how does that make
full to
sense?
overflow.
It's just how it is.
Do you know what a loony or a toonie is?
Like
Yep.
Looney Tunes.
Oh my god, you don't know what it is? Oh my god! I thought you guys have like. Okay, wait. Okay, just
They have the coins, but it doesn't mean they name them the same. Come on now.
guess. You guys have it.
Rollerblades.
Oh my god. A loony is $1 and a toonie is $2.
Oh, okay.
No, it's like how you call a quarter. $1.
So we say $1 or $2.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
We
called a
keep it
loony.
simple. I would like to take this opportunity to point out they were both at 0.
Wait,
Oh, no.
really? Oh my goodness, I'm doing so well then. Because I'm fairly sure that so far I've only missed out on the puck money. I believe I've got all the Kiwis, and then I've got the Loonies, the Toonies, and everything else in between besides the puck money, like I said. And so yeah, 0-0 for them, but what, 5 out of 6 for me or something like that? Not too bad if I say so myself.
I have like confidence in this one. I feel like we got all our hard ones out of the way.
Piece of piss.
Oh, too
Piece
easy.
of piss? Like you just had a bad day. You had a piece of piss.
I can see how you got there, but it actually
honestly?
means easy.
We say piece of cake.
Similar thing.
Honestly, that is her best guess so far, and I can absolutely understand and sympathize where she would have got that from, because if you were pissed, you can certainly be angry, and so it makes sense that if you're having a piece of piss, then maybe you were slightly angry or something like that. I mean, of course, I knew what it was immediately, because once again, you have New Zealand coming over here just trying to steal our slang and claim it for their own. No, that's not how it works. You can take your puck and take your chili bin, that is completely fine. You can take your own words and run with it, but there is no way you're running off with our words as well.
Do you know what a washroom is?
Yes.
Washroom.
Yeah.
Like bathroom.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
1 point. Woo! 1-0.
You might be able to guess
9,
this.
10,
She'll be
0.
right.
You made it seem like it's gonna be easy. My professional New Zealand experience, I would say that it means like, you know, she likes a boy.
She'll be right is kind of like, she'll be okay.
Oh,
You know, like,
what?
I overthought it.
Absolutely. There's no puck bunnies down in this hemisphere. No. If something she'll be right, something will be right. That will be completely fine. It's not going anywhere. Or maybe when you're a kid and you fall over and you graze your knee or your elbow and then you look at it and you go, oh, nah, she'll be right. She'll heal, no worries. And so regardless of where you're going to be using it, if the situation is right, it's just a she'll be right. Things are going to be fine. Hakuna Matata. And just to back up my point from before one more time, we can see that it says she'll be right. And then the next word in big old blue, it says Australian right there. And so I don't know what's going on with these Kiwis. They're just trying to steal all of our slang.
What a Toque is?
Pook.
So
It's a
happy.
baby.
I just don't have a clue.
Too
I'm
easy.
wearing my toque to the ski mountain.
What are the things we wear? Oh, long johns? Something like long
No,
johns.
it's like a hat. It's like a little
You
beanie.
made it sound like it was
It's a
pants.
beanie.
You made it sound like it was
But it makes you warm.
And I'm glad that reading the Urban Dictionary, it also says best identified by the pom-pom attached to the top of the toque. Yes, absolutely. I've heard this plenty of times now. I've even heard that they are a different shape, which I still don't fully understand because everyone's head's generally just a sphere anyway. But still, besides the puck bunny, I remain undefeated from both sides of this equation. And so now I'm just seeing it as a true challenge. Can I make it to the rest of the video with nothing wrong?
Next one, taking the piss.
Ah, too
I
easy.
forget what doing the piss is. Oh, easy. Taking the what? It's nothing to do with it. Taking it
the
for the
Mickey.
team, like you're taking the piss.
It means making fun of something
Yeah.
or someone like.
Oh, something? No. You are always going to be taking the piss out of someone. I mean, as a literal sentence, that's a little bit weird, I must say, but you are definitely going to be taking the piss out of someone, and that could be your friend and they'll probably know about it, or you could even take the piss out of someone on the street. Generally, they won't know about that one as much, though.
Like if you were like making fun of me, I'd go, oh, stop taking the piss.
I'm so frustrated. How does this
poor
like?
thing.
How do you make this stop? What's a beaver tail.
I feel like it's not.
Oh, things are just too easy. The wins just keep on rolling for me because they are still on 0 and 1 respectively, and I've only got, well, not even one wrong. I guess I didn't even guess, but we'll count it as just a loss. The Canadian staple that can generally have anything as a topping thrown at it, and it just takes it no worries, be it banana, Nutella, what else was there? Pretzels in one of them I saw. And so let's see what the Kiwi has to say, because honestly, if I didn't know, I would just have to go in the literal meaning, and otherwise I'd have no idea.
What's a beaver tail?
I feel like it's not a beaver tail. Is it like a mullet?
It's something that you eat. Beaver tail for dessert. It's like a pastry. You can put like maple on it. You can put Nutella on it, bananas.
Did you say Nutella?
Yeah. You don't know what Nutella is.
I know what.
Okay.
Nutella.
It's a Nutella here?
Nutella.
No, wait,
Yes.
wait. I'm gonna do Nutella definition.
No, how to pronounce.
No. Listen.
Oh, it's so wrong, but that's not fair because it's an American accent. And honestly, regardless of how you want to pronounce the chocolatey spread, I feel as though no one is going out there saying N-U-T is Newt. Like, that's just completely wrong, and so it's Nutella for me all the way. And considering the fact that Google, and I guess actually Nutella themselves, are saying that it originated in Italy, there is no way that you can say that any Western accent, be it Australian, New Zealand, South African, USA, Canada, none of those accents are going to be fully correct. And so if I come back on here and she's just going, oh, look, I'm correct, no, that is not right. No one, I'm sure, is correct.
I don't care. I thought I was going to do good because I watch a lot of Canadian YouTubers and I'm not doing well.
Not
I'm gonna
enough
give
like
you an
me.
easy one.
Yeah.
If you don't get this, I will judge you.
Okay.
What is the 6?
The what?
The 6. Like Drake. I was running through the 6 with my words.
I'm being judged right now. I can feel it. I've heard this song, I don't know what it means.
Oh my gosh! China, Canada.
I
Oh, hang on a second, that one has completely caught me off guard. That is not what I expected it to be at all. I had 2 6 running through my head and I was just going, oh yeah, 6 6, the same thing. But clearly they are not, and honestly, I don't think I've ever heard that before, that Toronto, Canada is the 6, but 6IX is the 6. That doesn't make any sense, and it's even hard to kind of say because you're just getting so many 6s in there. But honestly, I'm happy to take another loss because I'm so far in front of them, it's ridiculous. That is now only 2 out of however many they've done.
China, Canada.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
He's running
exactly.
through the 6 with his woes.
No, that doesn't mean anything. We can't expect people to know that either. Because it's not like later in the song in the next chorus or something it goes, oh, I'm running through Toronto, Canada. No, it's just always the 6, and so you can't derive any context from that. And even the fact that she said this was going to be an easy one, I mean, I guess in Canada especially, and maybe the US is going to be popular, but that doesn't mean it's common knowledge. For goodness sake, even Urban Dictionary had to spell it out by going Toronto, full stop, derived from the telephone area code 416, which even that, why not 416? Why 6IX? But hey, this video was a boatload of fun. I got to take the mickey and take the piss out of these two the entire time, and considering the fact that one of them was from New Zealand and one of them's from Canada, it just makes for the perfect storm of slang and everything else in between. I mean, like I said, and honestly, Urban Dictionary backed me up on it, New Zealand has just apparently stolen all of Australian slang, and so I just had a massive advantage, let alone the fact that I just knew virtually all the Canadian ones as well. But sadly, that also doesn't mean that I got 100% correct. You know, we had Puck Bunny in there, we also had 6 at the end, which I was completely confused about, but hey, it all makes sense once you know it at least. And so like always, it's so fun being able to add all this different vocabulary from all around the world. You know, you just get to steal people's slang apparently if you're in New Zealand, or otherwise you just get to at least know what it means. But anyway, in saying that, I reckon before my voice dies anymore, I'm just going to call it there. So thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, feel free to do the YouTube algorithm things down below. Also, if this is the first video of mine that you are watching, then make sure to go check out all the other ones I've done. Also, make sure to go check out the original video down in the description below, or hey, maybe even just want to consider subscribing so that you don't miss another one of these in the future. But all in all, have a good one and see ya.